Not one, but two brand new Fiesta medals.
Plus, a messy traffic situation on the north side. It's stinking up the morning commute, and the trouble is not over yet. We've got to look at where things stand on I-35.
Live from KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
Guilt or innocence? Those are the choices a jury is considering right now in the case of a man accused of causing a deadly drunk driving accident.
Fabian Lopez charged with intoxication manslaughter for the March 13th, 2022 death of Robert Gutierrez after allegedly running a red light and crashing into the vehicle that Gutierrez was riding in.
Erica Hernandez is joining us live from the Justice Center. So, Erica, how did closing arguments go this morning?
You know, David Ursula, I thought both sides did a great job with their closing arguments and brought up good points for the jury to consider. Now, Fabian Lopez is accused of causing a fatal drunk driving accident at the intersection of Highway 151 and Petrenko Road back in 2022. The state in closing saying that Lopez had been drinking for 3 hours and had videos from the bar he was at. All eyewitnesses who took the stand told the jury they saw Lopez pass the red light, slamming into the vehicle Robert Gutierrez was in. The state saying no matter if Lopez was the least drunk at the scene, he was the one seen passing the red light, causing the accident that killed Gutierrez instantly. Now, but the defense tells the jury the officer who conducted the field sobriety test testified on the stand that after conducting those tests, she wasn't sure if Lopez was intoxicated. They also mentioned again, like yesterday, that the driver of the vehicle Gutierrez was in was more than 3 times the legal limit and should also be responsible, but was never charged with anything. As they ended their closing saying there was missing evidence as no crash reconstruction was done, and there was also no red light camera video presented by the state. Now, the jury has only been deliberating for about 30 minutes. Now, once that verdict does come in, we'll have that for you. Live at the Kevin Reeves Justice Center, Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Erica. It was a problem that began on a local highway early this morning, and it is persisting this afternoon. Most of the northbound lanes of Interstate 35 just south of Ritterman Road remain closed. You can see it right there on the map.
This crash involved an 18-wheeler. It happened overnight, but as Katrina Weber tells us, it was what was inside the big rig that is still causing problems right now.
Video from TransGuide cameras overnight only hinted at what would become an hours-long headache. A big rig caused this big problem for drivers northbound on Interstate 35 after it crashed into the back end of a road-sweeping convoy just south of Ritterman before 1 this morning. San Antonio police say both drivers escaped serious injury, but for others later on, there was no escaping the trouble it caused.
I was coming to work. I work down the street over here. And I've been stuck for a while.
John Martinez had to take a breather after 45 minutes in the backup that continued hours after the crash.
I finally got out and I came over here, put gas on. I'm already late.
Police say as crews had tried to move the wrecked big rig, another problem opened up, namely the trailer, spilling its haul of hazardous vegetables all over the highway. Being stuck in traffic for that long is enough to bug any driver, but it seems there was something even more of a pest involved here. According to police, the load that spilled were vegetables that contained insect larvae. The load, police say, was under quarantine when it ended up on the road. A hazmat team had to come in to pick it up. Martinez, meanwhile, tried to make up for lost time at work.
Yeah, I already called him. I was going to be a little bit late.
On this morning, it seems he wasn't the only one. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Okay, that's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Insect larvae in it. As you can see, it's still a problem. They're still trying to deal with all that produce inside that is now bad, and that truck sitting there on the highway. So you see only a couple of lanes are open and moving slow.
All right. What you also saw was a beautiful sun shining down on that accident. A beautiful day out there, so different from yesterday.
Very nice. We got blue skies, just a couple clouds out there. It's going to be a perfect day. Now, I will tell you, if you love the sun, today's your day, because next few days we're going to see an increase in cloud cover, especially by the time we get to the end of the work week. Let's go back outside for you. We look out over the airport. Right now, we've got 62 at the airport, 63 New Braunfels, 61 Bernie and Kerrville, a light wind and a great day. This is where we end up. 69 this afternoon, 71 Somerset, 68 Kerrville, 68 in San Marcos. It will be beautiful no matter where you go across South Texas. And the temperatures will be in this range next few days. It's just the change will be that added cloud cover, as I mentioned, and some fog too. When you wake up tomorrow morning for your commute, and don't be surprised if you run into a little bit of patchy fog here and there. I think it picks up more so on Thursday. Then we'll look for some spotty rain Friday through Sunday. It's not going to be widespread rain. It's not going to be like we've seen the last couple of events where we get really good heavy rain, but there will be some spots that pick up some showers and maybe a thunderstorm. What about the last freeze? We've been getting some questions about this. When does it occur? What's our average last freeze date here in San Antonio? Are we done with the cold weather? We'll investigate and look at that question for you coming up here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Justin. It is a prominent social advocacy group that has taken criticism for its decision to post bond for Shane James, a man now charged in a multi-county murder spree. But a months-long probe by KSAT Investigates found he is far from the only Bexar County defendant to run into trouble with the law after being bailed out by the Texas Organizing Project. While TOP late last year announced a comprehensive review of its bail program, advocates say it is hard to predict a person's future actions after being released from jail.
Everybody deserves that benefit. Everybody deserves the benefit of the doubt.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to reveal how often defendants were rearrested in the same case or, in some instances, moved on to more serious crimes.
An 18-year-old taking his own life to escape being taken into custody. He was cornered by U.S. Marshals who were carrying 2 active murder warrants for him. It happened late last night on the far west side at a house near Cat Mountain and Bobcat Pass. When marshals tried to go inside the home and arrest the man, they heard a gunshot. Investigators then flew a drone into the house, and it showed them that the 18-year-old had shot himself. We're not exactly sure yet which murders the warrants were related to, but an officer on the scene did say the crimes were recent.
San Antonio police say 2 men were shot late last night while they were trying to drive away from a Northside convenience store. It happened around 10 o'clock near the intersection of Blanco Road and Hildebrand. Police say the teens were driving away from the store when shots rang out, hitting the driver in the head and back, and a passenger twice in his side. A third man inside the vehicle not hit. The victims drove to a nearby gas station to call for help and were taken to the hospital. We don't know their official conditions right now. So far, there is no description of the shooter or shooters. And SeaWorld San Antonio and Aquatica are hosting a job fair this week to hire hundreds of full-time and part-time positions. The job fair taking place from 3 to 7 both Thursday and Friday, and from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. on Saturday. It's happening at the SeaWorld Human Resources Center on Military Drive West. The company is hiring for zoological, education lifeguards, park operations, food service, entertainment, general services, and a lot more. Those interested are encouraged to apply ahead of the job fair on the SeaWorld website.
It's hard to believe, but Fiesta is only a couple of months away, and today we're getting our first look at the new Nyosa medal, or should I say medals.
The colorful piece was inspired by Mexican folk art and Talavera pottery, and it is not the only medal this year. There's actually 2, as Ursula just said. The second medal features the iconic Nyosa souvenir, the Nyosa beer cup.
Why don't we have a year bar beer cup? So this medal has been designed to where every year you'll be able to attach a little miniature beer cup to the end of that medal. Who knows, how many years will go forward and you'll have a whole long string of little tiny beer cups on your medal.
You can buy the Nyosa medals at the Nyosa office, Monarch Trophy Studios, and Maddie Mac Boutique.
They are $13 each, and those proceeds are going to help support the Conservation Society of San Antonio, which puts on Nyosa.
Nyosa is going to return for its 76th year during the Fiesta San Antonio celebration, 5:30 to 10:30 on April 23rd through the 26th at La Villita. So if you've been going to one of them and collecting these cups, you'd have a whole lot of cups if this is its 76th year. But this is like the different one. There's the regular one, and
this one's the regular one, and it's pretty hefty for $13. I gotta say.
That's a nice medal.
It's pretty heavy.
Here's the second one they have, and this is the one that has the beer cups hanging from them. So you go this year, you get the 2024. You go next year, 25, and on and on and on and on.
It becomes very heavy.
Yes, it does. So, and they also have a lapel pin this year that they're selling, but it's $6. So, but There's your NIOSA.
My first
Beer Cup collector.
My first Fiesta medal.
That's it? That's the first one?
Here we go.
All right.
It's getting started.
So I got a feeling that we come back in 2025, there's going to be a lot of people with all those strings of beer cups hanging from their NIOSA.
Proudly showing
think
their, let's just call it support
There you go.
of NIOSA.
And have a lot of fun. All right, the Spurs getting in some practice time before they hit the road for pretty much the rest of February.
The Alamo City now becoming a popular spot for big-name artists, the latest name to add San Antonio to the tour. Via Metropolitan Transit Crews installing a new system, and it's going to help people who are blind or have low vision to more easily navigate the public transportation system in our area. NaviLens is what it's called. It helps riders navigate to a bus stop, access real-time bus arrival information, and receive directions to the bus when it arrives at the bus stop. All you need is the NaviLens app, the technology available in 34 different languages. Via will be installing nearly 6,000 multicolored QR-style coded NaviLens signs at bus stops and other locations over the next few months. You can read more about this new innovation at KSAT.com.
Oh, how about this? Also on KSAT.com, you get some information about this. Another big name coming to San Antonio, Stevie Nicks, is going to be performing at the Frost Bank Center on May 18th. Rolling Stone named Nicks one of the 100 greatest songwriters of all time and one of the 100 greatest singers of all time. We've got everything you need to know about Stevie Nicks coming to town on our website, including when you can start buying those Stevie Nicks tickets.
Take a look outside with Live Cam. Get outside, y'all. This is some beautiful weather, and we are owed a nice day.
She threw that southern twang in there for you, so that
It's
means you
rodeo
better
week.
get outside.
Well, it's rodeo week.
I was going to say just like a white-winged dove. Go outside. See this. Is that Stevie Nicks?
Nice. Very
It's a
good.
bad segue. I'm not sure.
No, that's good.
Anyway, the aquifer is holding steady today at 647.5 in your pollen count. We've got low counts of mold and mound cedar. This is good. I think mound cedar is on its way out. We are winding down the season, and we're all thankful for that. What about rain? Does it come back into the forecast, and when? We'll take a look coming up.
It is time that we look forward to this every day. SA Live is coming up, and they have a big question for us all.
Yes, indeed, we do.
Well, of course, this past weekend was the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive. A lot of opportunity for photobomb moments.
And of course, David Sears was there.
Yeah.
Ursula unfortunately couldn't make it, but saw him
I
there.
was there.
And
She was there. She met all the insiders before we took
That's
all the
right.
Yeah, I
You
just
just
couldn't
want-
get in the wagon.
my apologies for that. But did you see we got photobombed?
Yeah, we'll have to show you by who.
Somebody really
later on.
important and famous. Yeah.
So we want you to scan that QR code and share any photobomb pics. Have you guys ever been photobombed?
1,000 times.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's anybody big
And
time
he does
important.
it. He does it in the newsroom all the
Yeah, this is what we deal with on a daily basis.
That was great, Justin.
There you go. So yes, the answer is yes.
And
Okay.
yes, by somebody famous, Justin. There we go.
Yes, indeed. That's why we're up against the wall right here, so we can't get photobombed. So nobody's behind us
Hopefully
right now.
that doesn't fall.
I don't know.
Anyway, also, and have you ever had a cowboy Twinkie? We're gonna make those coming up.
Are they fried?
You'll see.
It doesn't have to be fried for it to be good.
You know, they do have fried Twinkies.
I know they
Rodeo.
do.
Those are awesome.
Now to our favorite photobombing
man.
meteorologist.
He's on a roll today.
He is.
He's like photobombing us. He's got Stevie Nicks songs.
What do they call it? He's full of spit and vinegar today. He is.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
He's sassy and spicy.
We're not going to show you.
No, we're not going to
photobombed
show me
us.
because I
No,
photobombed you.
That's
So now
what
we're
you
just
get for photobombing.
We're
us.
going to go straight to. straight to the
See?
You've had enough screen time.
You saw enough of me. That's all you need to see. Here's a look at some of the graphics that we're talking about, and that is average last freeze. This is a question we've been getting lately about when is our last freeze. And so what we do here is we look at the averages. This is not a hard and fast rule, I'll tell you that. We've had freezes as late as April, which means we could still get one. But if you're looking at the average, it's around February 24th here in San Antonio, so we're not quite there yet. You get into the hill country, it's generally March. You go San Antonio Point South, it's generally mid to late February. So we'll see where we end up this year. I can tell you this much. We do not have any freezes in the foreseeable future. Does not mean you should take plants back outside and start planting and things like that, because we're not out of the woods yet. But nothing, at least over the next week or so, that shows we're going to get some really cool temperatures. Here's a look at the time lapse this morning. It was beautiful. We had great sunrise, just a few clouds here and there, but nothing to really interrupt our sunshine. Today, temperatures have made their way up into the 60s now here in San Antonio. 62 at the airport, 63 New Braunfels, 61 Bernie, 61 in Kerrville, and we've got light winds. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast, near 70 this afternoon, and mostly sunny skies. This evening, we'll fall back down into the 50s, 57 at 9 p.m., and down into the low 50s at 1 a.m. Another chilly morning tomorrow, but not as cold. And one thing you'll notice tomorrow is probably a little bit of fog developing. It should be patchy in nature, but could affect the morning commute. As you look west, you see all that rain, snow? Yeah, that's a big storm system out there that's still still producing a lot of rain and starting to move its way towards places like New Mexico and Colorado, where it will produce rain and snow there, and also parts of Texas where we could get some rain of our own. So let's look at the forecast here. As that low starts to drift east, may produce a few showers as early as Thursday morning. And then we'll get another storm system behind that. That'll give us a little better chance of rain, I think, as we get into Saturday and Sunday. Rain chances here are low end, but we could see a little bit of activity over the weekend. It'll be spotty in nature. Okay, here's a look at the dew points, and we'll start to see those dew points grow a little bit, especially as we get into Friday. So it gets more humid as the moisture starts to move in, and that's why I think we could see a little bit of fog and drizzle Wednesday and Thursday morning. But it's Friday where we sort of peak, and then over the weekend we'll eventually see some drier air, and by early next week the dry air really starts to move in. So let's put it all together here in your 7-day forecast. 70 on Wednesday, 71 Thursday, 73 Friday. Small rain chances Thursday and Friday. And then for the weekend, we're going to call for a 30% chance both Saturday and Sunday. Front comes through sometime on Sunday, and that will clear us out and cool us down. 62, and it'll be quieter to start next week. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Justin.
We got to see a little of Justin, so our day's made.
You know, he broke the camera. What can we say?
The Cowboys looking for a defensive coordinator, but there could be a little hesitation by some of the candidates trying to replace that guy right there, and a local quarterback getting a chance at the big time. Coming up. Hey, the Spurs starting their 9-game rodeo road trip tomorrow night. They are at 10-40, last in the West. That's hard to say. Since they had a few days between games, they're able to get in a little practice time. The trip starts out east. They're even going to go to Canada. Then they will head west, a couple of stops on the way to the West Coast, and they'll be back home on February 29th. Remember, this is a leap year. Pop taking advantage of a few days off to put his team through the paces.
Yeah, it was a good one. We needed it. We had the day off. Obviously, want to get things back on track for the rodeo road trip. So it's a good, hard day of practice, but I think we needed that. Yeah, it's nice. Whenever you can get these breaks in the NBA, you got to take advantage of them, and we certainly did that. Had a Sunday off, and then back to the road tomorrow. And you know, it's a crazy month, as we all know. So it's gonna take a lot of focus, and I think it'll bring our group closer together, be on the road for a long period of time.
Yeah, you talk about a long period of time. All right, so they'll leave this afternoon. They'll get ready to take on the Miami Heat tomorrow night in Miami. Miami 26-24, going to be a tough rodeo road trip, but hopefully with this rest and a little practice time, they can come out ready to go tomorrow night. 6:30 is your tip-off time.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
And the search continues for a defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys since Dan Quinn moved on to Washington to be their head coach. It might not be an easy position for Jerry Jones to fill here. Here's the problem. Head coach Mike McCarthy is entering the final year of his contract. If Jerry doesn't renew Mike's contract after next season, that could mean a complete coaching overhaul, which means just 1-year deal for the new defensive coordinator. Kind of a tough spot, but Jerry has an answer to the problem.
Oh, I don't anticipate that being an issue at all. Why not?
Not at all. I mean, I don't know why, because they, if they take the job, they'll want to be the coordinator of the Cowboys. They're looking at that right there, and all that goes with that. And if they're aspiring, they know that there's a chance to be a head coach someplace, because the one that just left is. So it's a good opportunity for them.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to pass up that job, regardless if it's just 1 year or not. Jerry says he's already interviewing D.C. candidates to replace Quinn. The NFL Network reporting Jerry's going to meet with former Commanders head coach Ron Rivera for that opening. Hey, Wade Phillips and the Brahmas are going to open up training camp late this month before kicking off the season. The Spring League, now the United Football League, the USFL and the XFL merged to form the UFL. The Brahmas regular season kicks off March 31st. Now, the Brahmas are bringing in former Bernie quarterback Quentin Dormady. And here's what Wade told us about Dormady a couple of weeks ago when he stopped in to talk to us here at KSAT.
Yeah, Quentin, unfortunately, played on a team that didn't have much offensive line. But if you look at last season, he beat D.C., who was undefeated at the time. Threw for 300-something yards in that game, and then he also beat Arlington, who won it all. So two of the games he won, and he didn't get to play the whole season in Orlando. So two of the games he won, he was outstanding in. So we're looking forward to him really contributing.
Yeah, I need some hometown heroes right here on our hometown team, right? The Brahmas are going to open their regular season at home Sunday, March 31st, like we said, with the D.C. Defenders. That kickoff is 11 o'clock in the morning. Week 2, their first road game, April 6th at the Memphis Showboats at 11. And then they'll close out the regular season in Week 10 on Saturday, June 1st at the St. Louis Battlehawks. The conference championships, June 8th and June 9th. The USFL championship on Sunday, June 16th. For the Brahmas' complete schedule, all I have to do is go to our website, look for the sports page, and there it will be for you. Love that. Ready? Let's go.
Let's go. You might want to go for this as well. An RSV vaccine may soon be available to more people, while the FDA is considering increasing who gets it.
Legislation that's meant to secure our southern border isn't any closer to passing. Why there's still a holdup on Capitol Hill, but lawmakers on both sides of the aisle pointing fingers.
New today at 5, thanks to its size, pretty colors, and social media influencers, the Stanley Cup is a must-have for millions. I just got one of these things. I love it. What about reports, though, that it contains lead? We're going to show you what tests are revealing and sort out the hype from the truth. It's today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight. Take a look outside with live cam.
One difference between today and yesterday is the clouds look different.
But it's also not windy, and it's a little warmer.
Like that.
It's a very astute observation, David, because we went from stratus clouds yesterday to cirrus clouds today. There's a difference. You see some there in the distance, but a beautiful day nonetheless. We're seeing a lot more sun today. Hey, real quick, I want to take you back to I-35 at Space Center. We still have that issue with that overturned truck. They're trying to get these vegetables, I believe, off the road. Hazardous situation there, and they're still working on that. So let's look at the backup, and it is there on the city's northeast side as you're heading north on the I-35 there. It's still a backup quite a ways, right near the interchange where you get on the 410, and it will be that way for a while longer, so you'll want to avoid this area if at all possible, because there will continue to be some pretty big backups. Pollen count. Molds are low, Mountain Cedar is low. This is great news. We wanted to share this again because it looks like Mountain Cedar season may be on the way out. At least that's the hope. A lot of cheers. We're all happy about it. 69 at 4 o'clock today, mostly sunny, down to the 50s by 8, 9 o'clock. And eventually we will end up in the 40s by tomorrow morning, but not as cold as this morning. And we'll look for a little bit of fog and then some rain chances too also coming back into play this weekend. Another look at that 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Justin, thank you. Rainfall from one of the wettest storms in Southern California history finally letting up some. This comes after Los Angeles was hit with nearly half of its seasonal rainfall in just 2 days. But they aren't out of the woods yet. There's still the potential for landslides. The National Weather Service says the slow-moving storm that parked itself over the region on Monday could linger into tomorrow. Most of Southern California remains under flood watches.
A growing number of Senate Republicans say they cannot vote for the new border deal. Their own party helped to negotiate.
The bill includes $20 billion for border security, forcing the border to shut down when migrant apprehensions reach a 7-day average of 5,000 a day or 8,500 in a single day. The border would not shut down completely, though. There would still be 1,400 migrants let in a day through the legal ports of entry. The bill also makes it more difficult to apply for asylum in the U.S.
The package also adds $60 billion for Ukraine and $14 billion for Israel. Months ago, House Speaker Mike Johnson called for a compromise like this one, but at least for now, 22 senators say that they will not support the package. They say it does not go far enough to close the border down and allow the hundreds of thousands who entered illegally over the past few years to be identified and processed. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson says this legislation falls short in several more ways.
I've been very clear from the very beginning about the elements that were necessary to solve the border crisis. You have to fix asylum. You have to fix parole. You have to end the catch and release, the mass release of immigrants around the country, and you have to restore Remain in Mexico. You also need elements of the wall being built. I just don't believe that the Senate bill, as I've explained in all of our statements, meets the criteria that's necessary to solve the problem.
Senate negotiators touting the bill, even supported by the Border Patrol Union, which called it a step in the right direction. Meantime, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries slamming Republicans over the push to impeach the Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
What does this impeachment effort have to do with fixing the challenges at the border? Absolutely nothing. But it's another example of the fact that House Republicans aren't really interested in solving those challenges. We are ready, we're willing, we're able to sit down with our Republican colleagues.
House Republicans say Mayorkas has not been candid with Congress over the status of the border. They are moving forward with a vote today to impeach the secretary over his handling there.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is warning flu season isn't over yet. Activity is starting to pick up again as respiratory virus levels remain high overall in the U.S. According to the CDC data, more than 82,000 people who visited an emergency department were diagnosed with influenza during the last full week of January. That is about 6,000 more than the week before. A surge of flu activity after the winter holiday, common, but the CDC says it's still unclear if this is the start of a full second wave or just a minor blip. Some adults as young as 50 could soon be eligible to receive the RSV vaccine. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is considering an extension on its approval of the drug. If the extension is approved, the vaccine would be available for adults ages 50 to 59 who are at increased risk due to underlying medical conditions. Last year, the FDA approved the drug and another RSV vaccine for adults aged 60 and older. RSV is a highly contagious virus that causes flu-like illness in people of all ages. A decision is expected by June 7th, ahead of the next RSV season.
Soaring prices for medications like blood thinners and insulin, now the target of Medicare. It is starting negotiations with drug makers for the very first time over the cost of 10 expensive drugs, including Eliquis, Jardiance, and Xarelto. Drug companies have argued the negotiations could chill their research and development, leading to fewer new medications coming to market. The negotiations come as Senator Bernie Sanders issued a report highlighting the cost of 3 blockbuster drugs that are far pricier in the U.S. than in other countries. The hearing scheduled in Congress on Thursday with the CEOs of major drug companies.
In the coming months, Meta, the owner of Facebook, says it's adding AI-generated labels to images created by third-party tools. It's working with other firms to create industry-standard invisible watermarks to identify those images. The labels will roll out across Facebook, Instagram, and Threads in multiple languages. Meta already applies a similar label to images created with its own AI generator tool. Lawmakers and tech executives have raised concerns about AI's capability to produce realistic images, especially ahead of the 2024 presidential election.
UTSA graduate research assistant is heading up a project studying images from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. How the work being done here in San Antonio is leading to discoveries out there.
We just got this in. This is breaking news. A jury in Michigan has just reached a verdict in the involuntary manslaughter trial of a school shooter's mother in the death of 4 students that happened back in 2021. A jury found Jennifer Crumley guilty on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughters. Prosecutors say Jennifer Crumley was grossly negligent. She failed to tell Oxford High School that the family had guns, including a 9mm handgun that her son Ethan Crumley used at a shooting range in the week before that November 2021 attack.
The school had put out warning signs, had warned the parents that he needed to stay away from school. They denied their requests. Jennifer Crumley, the mother, not accused of knowing her son's plan to terrorize the school, but prosecutors say she and her husband failed to properly store the gun they knew he had, as well as ignored the teen's warning signs and mental health. She faces up to 60 years in prison once sentenced.
And his father will go on trial next month for the same
next month
for the same charges.
And the son is already
in jail.
Already in jail for life. All right. Moving on, for months, a UTSA professor of astrophysics and a team of students have been analyzing mesmerizing images from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. And they have made some discoveries using a technique to enhance the image quality.
Tiffany Huerta shows us how one of the students involved in the project says his passions for science sparked during a military deployment.
My passion for astronomy sort of came back to light when I was in Afghanistan on patrols at night.
Mason Leist says growing up, he was always curious about astronomy. But while deployed in Afghanistan with the U.S. Army, his passion for science grew stronger.
We would look up at the sky and very, very dark skies, very, very pretty skies. But that's sort of where my interest was rekindled.
After returning to the U.S., Leist went back to school.
I served active duty Army, and then I separated from the military in 2015, enrolled in the Alamo colleges, and then transferred to UTSA.
At UTSA, he earns a bachelor's degree in physics and a master's degree in physics. Then his journey led him to a unique project, studying images from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope.
It is incredibly humbling to be a part of, not just to be a part of our paper that we publish, which I tell people represents the efforts of 35 people from institutes in 14 different countries, but also be a part of this telescope.
The UTSA graduate research assistant led a study published in the Astronomical Journal on the best method to improve these images.
What we have done using advanced image processing techniques known as deconvolution is we've enhanced some of the faint dust features within this galaxy.
Leist worked with UTSA professor of astrophysics Chris Packham.
What we're discovering by using these images is we're peering into the very centers of these supermassive black holes, and we're seeing the interaction of the galaxy with that black hole, and we're seeing how gas and dust are being devoured and falling into that black hole.
Packham says they are just getting started.
We have new images coming from the JWST. We've been allocated more time in the future to use the telescopes.
Leist has a message for students with an interest in science.
Stay motivated and continue to be curious.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Fascinating stuff there, huh?
Oh, yeah, and fascinating, beautiful weather out there. And you know what? The one thing that's missing is we need more camera shots of Justin Horn, and I think we finally have one.
Do we?
Were you missing that? I'm not sure that anyone really was. Yes.
We fixed the camera.
Here we are. We did. I think I broke it earlier. 62 so far today. 41 was the low this morning. The records are 83 and 21, set back in 1925 and 1982. Today will be a very average day. We'll start to kind of drift above average, though, in the coming days with more clouds and rain chances, too. Another look at that forecast is coming up.
Another beautiful day. If you like 65 and what you call, what were they? I'm sorry, they were wispy clouds.
I have friends that are
cirrus clouds. I'm sorry.
I have friends in town from out of town enjoying this. I think they're going to want to move here.
I would. Ooh. I mean, I'm a little biased, but
where do they live now?
It is beautiful.
Up in on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't beat this kind of weather. Honestly, it's early February. You know, we've seen much colder weather before during this time period. But this is a nice stretch. I'm going to start with dew points, and I know this isn't the most interesting thing in the world, but it is going to play a pretty large role in the next couple of days in how things kind of play out. This is Wednesday at 8 o'clock, so by tomorrow evening we're starting to see these dew points rise up into the 50s. Still pleasant, but we're kind of getting up into that muggy territory, and certainly by Thursday morning we'll be there. We'll have dew points upper 50s, close to 60. That will be muggy, and that will lead, I think, to some fog, at least for some spots. Now, some dry air tries to come in from the northwest for parts of the hill country, but if you're watching from San Antonio, I think we will start to deal with some fog next couple days. This is the Futurecast. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning does show some of that patchy fog developing, and then as we get into Thursday, same story, fog and maybe some drizzle too. So know that next couple days as you head off to work and school that visibility may be down a little bit. 62 right now. Dew points are still low at 44, but they've been kind of slowly rising today. And we do have a few of those cirrus clouds that David was talking about. 68 right now in Kerrville. Actually, this is the forecast today. 68 Kerrville, 71 Bend Air. We'll be up around 69 here in San Antonio, 70 in Elmendorf, 71 in Floresville. Picture perfect weather for this afternoon. All right, what do we got headed our way? This is water vapor imagery, and if you've been watching the national news, you know that Los Angeles just continues to get pummeled with very heavy rain, and it's all because of this upper level low and what we call that atmospheric river. You've probably heard that term by now. So what we see with those atmospheric rivers is just a long stretch of deep moisture that continues to kind of roll over the same spots, and that's where you start dealing with flooding, and we have that now. The good news here is this low's kind of on the move, but there's another one behind it that's going to create more showers and storms for California, and some of that Pacific moisture now starting to work a little bit further east towards New Mexico and even Texas. You see all the rain and snow out west, and still raining in LA, by the way. But some of this energy finally, yes, does start to move towards the east. And by Thursday, this first piece of energy goes far enough north to where it doesn't really give us much of a chance for rain, other than I think we get a little bit of drizzle, maybe Thursday morning, a shower or two, and that's it. So rain chances Thursday and Friday are really pretty low end. But it's as we get into the weekend with a secondary low that moves in that our rain chances increase a little bit. I think probably Saturday and maybe the first half of the day Sunday before this pushes through, we get a front through and everything clears out. Right now, rain chances are only at about 30% both Saturday and Sunday. So this is not a slam dunk kind of situation. It'll be spotty rain, shower, maybe a storm. And then there's the smaller chances Thursday and Friday. By the time we get into Monday and Tuesday, it clears out and we take the rain chances away. Here it is in the 7-day forecast. 70 Wednesday, 71 Thursday. Of course, rodeo starts on Thursday. We'll have that small chance of rain. 72 Saturday, 69 Sunday. And then once we get the front through and things clear out, we will cool down some. 62 on Monday with a morning low of 45. We'll be right back.
I'm excited. They got photobombed, but they won't tell us who photobombed them.
I know, they're teasing us.
I'm sort of excited.
And that's why they call it a tease.
I love that we kind of got you thinking about this. So, and
Okay.
should we hint a little bit more?
No.
Okay.
No, but it was somebody famous.
Yeah.
Not him.
No. Well, you don't photobomb yourself.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we're going to introduce you to something called Cowboy Twinkies.
Yep.
And here to tell us all about it is Sabdi Almaguer from Sizzling with Sabdi. All right. You've got Mike going and doing what?
Yes, we are taking out the seeds from inside the jalapeno. If this is so easy, we're going to cut it into a little V shape, a triangle.
So make a little boat,
Yes,
right?
a little boat, and this is so efficient because it holds more cheese, more
yes.
beef, and also easy to wrap in the jalapeno around in bacon.
Okay, and we are going to show you how to do that and talk about her recipes that are perfect for rodeo.
So that's got hot and spicy. How about a sweet and sugar? We are going to tell you about the Sweet and Sugar Festival. And kids can come in free and, boy, get all sugared up and then send them home with grandma, right?
I mean, you buy one ticket, one general ticket, and you can bring all 4 kids if you've got 4 kids or more.
Dying to try all of this.
All right, and Jen takes us to Long Neck Manor.
And that's got a long neck there. Okay, roasted chickens. Great from the grocery store. Have you seen the TikTok little craze going on here.
I can't believe you have.
We're going to try it on our own coming up here. So, and photobomb. Thank you, Robert.
Yes, we want you to scan that QR code, share your photo bomb pics. We'll tell you our story that happened at the Western Heritage Parade and Cattle Drive when SA Live continues from historic Market Square.
I will see TikTok occasionally.
No.
Okay.